All right, we're back on the 300 project. I think we're gonna finish it up in this video. The previous video, I completed making the exhaust and I rejetted it since then. Everything's looking pretty good. I put this fresh bolt up here on top that I was missing. What else we got? So anyways, the next thing is that we really need to do is get rid of this janky oil line bolt, and I ordered some fresh Honda parts. I got 2 fresh copper washers and a fresh banjo bolt. Funny enough, on the part schematic it only shows one copper washer, and that's the one against the head, and then this thing, this little stay, acts as the other washer, but I don't know, I don't trust that. So we're gonna put 2 washers on. This is a dash for a newer Honda 400 EX or 300 EX, and it just pops on. This is only like 25 bucks, but it does just flail around, wiggle around like that. But there is where you can put a bolt hole in there. And you can see the where it could mount. So maybe we come up with something like a little U-bolt and a tab that goes on the handlebar or something, so that thing doesn't fall off. We also got the seat cover that we need to put on. This seat is off of the yellow four-wheeler. And I don't know, I'm kind of looking at this foam now, second guessing my decision. But this is a $35 cheap seat cover. This is not error correct for this bike. This is supposed to be a red seat cover with black on the side, black 4 tracks. However, I was worried that the red seat cover wasn't going to match my paint color. So I went with black. I figured black all down the middle. Hopefully once we find a black cap, gas tank cover, it'll all look pretty good. The seat is looking questionable now. I see a rag shoved in there. I had bought a Chinese seat and it didn't fit right. It was a cow trick. But maybe we can take some foam from this one or something and shove it in there. I don't know. Okay, let's see what we can figure out with our seat cover situation. That's our new seat cover. This is our donor seat. All right, we're carefully gonna just cut this top off just to see how the foam is. I probably should have done this before versus, we'll pull the staples out, but I just want to see how bad this foam is real quick. Yeah, you can see the hole right there. But I do think we can take a piece from the other seat foam and kind of just piece it in there. Maybe we'll use our super glue a little bit. Pretty sure you're supposed to use like a fillet knife, like an electric fillet knife for cutting foam, but you see how we do it here. Work with what we got. All right, the seat came out pretty good. You can see the our patch a little bit in here, but I put some duct tape over it to help kind of smooth things out. The 4-Trax is pretty even on both sides here, so I'm happy about that. We'll just go over here to the 4-wheeler. You can see I put a piece of duct tape on the gas tank here because apparently the fitment issue I was having with the Caltrix seat cover or seat is not due with said seat. It has to do with, I believe, these UFO plastics. Because this is an OEM Honda seat. Maybe I can heat up the bottom of the seat and kind of do what I did on the Sierra F-150 and kind of just tell it what to do. The plastic, I've never had this on. This one has one piece. I think we need to take this thing outside, give it a wash. I still need this gas tank cover, and we need to do something here. All right, it's been some time since we've visited this. I guess this clip is gonna be in the middle of a video. I took this thing out for a ride. It ran pretty good. The carburetor still needs some loving. My big loop in the fuel line was an issue, and there was also an issue with my fuel filter. So I have the OEM fuel line, and then I bought a rebuild kit for this OEM Keyhine carb that I already had. So I don't know why I didn't use this to begin with, but I put a 125 main and a 42 pilot in there. We'll see if that works good. We may need to drop it down to a 40, and we may need to go up on the main, but I'm not sure at the moment. So I also got a new clutch cable, and then the clutch, of course, now it seems to be working pretty good. My other bike, my other 300, the clutch is a lot softer. Now we did put in some, different springs in that might be, a different spring rate on the clutch since they were Amazon springs. And then I also got some front wheel bearings because this one was sticking a little bit, I believe. So also finally got a cover, gas tank cover, OEM. I think I got it for like 25 bucks. Now it is a little rough, but I think we can sand it out and polish it. But for the time being, it's good enough for me. So anyways, let's get to working on this thing. Oh, beautiful. Okay, you can see here some rust came out the back of the tubes on the subframe. And I noticed this a while back. Got some frame rot right here. But this is just like a little gusset between these rails, so that's okay. Looks like this A-armor's got a little bend in it. No big deal. You don't see any of this. This is the ugly side. So let's go ahead and get these. This one goes pretty good. Huh. I don't know why I thought the wheel bearings were. Well, I bought the wheel bearings, so we might as well do them. I don't know. On second thought, I think they're pretty good. Maybe it was the brakes that were dragging. I don't know what was going on. I don't hear anything. You hear the brakes rubbing a little bit, but that's pretty normal, I think. So let's do the clutch cable and throw the other carburetor on. clutch cable. Okay, so you can see all this jump through here. There is our clutch cable. All right, finally got the cable off. It feels pretty good, actually, but we're just gonna swap it out anyways. Okay. All right, fresh cables in. And I tell you what, it's way smoother. So nothing like a good fresh cable. We got the carburetor somewhere in here. There it is. So we gotta put that on and we can see how this baby runs. Okay, so you can see here I got the OEM fuel line on. I hate these things. They work right. These are the only things that work right on these, but they're hard to get clamps on the fuel line. Sometimes you can get away with, not putting any clamps, but one time I did that and it worked for like 6 months, and then one day it just leaked all out and everything smelled like gas. Okay, I know my neighbors are happy that I'm done messing with the jetting. I ended up at a 48 Pilot and a 125 main, and it has a slight bog on the bottom, but I think that's pretty normal for carbureted bikes. You can still punch it. It bogs just for a second, and then it goes. It's hard to get in there. It's on. Now I did not account for this angle with this clamp here. All right, you're gonna have to trust me that it gets tightened. All right, it's all back together now. I think we're gonna go take it for a little test drive. So I got the 360 cam on, and let's go do that. We just got back from the test ride. This thing is awesome. It's running great. Unfortunately, the plastic did melt here. So I put this little bit of a heat wrap on, and I think this thing's pretty much wrapped up. The front brakes I got working better. Actually, they work perfect now. This lever was too straight, so because it doesn't really start to build pressure till about right there. So you have all that is doing nothing. So now that I've bent the lever out, it works a lot better. The heat wrap, might do some graphics. Let me know in the comments what I should do for the graphics. This is a 97, so I'd like to do maybe the OEM style 97 graphics, you know, with the 300EX. And then I'll put a chain sprocket on it, sprockets. The stock comes with 38, I believe this is stock, and then 13 in the front. We'll drop the back down to a 36 because we put 20-inch tires on this, and stock this four-wheeler comes with 22s. So when you go to a smaller size sprocket or smaller size tire, it makes it slower, and to compensate for that, we go to a smaller rear sprocket. So everything's pretty much done on this thing. I took it, I'll put some pictures in here. Me and my girlfriend took this one and my other one. We took it out to the Ocala National Forest. This one had a couple problems. The fuel filter, fuel line problem situation. And I think it was running a little bit lean maybe. Like I said, I think we're just gonna do some sprockets and chain, maybe some graphics. And then I think that's about it. This thing's a runner. Oh, maybe we'll do some Nerf bars with some nice heel guards. That's that. And that's gonna wrap it up on this 97 $300 300EX build. This thing, I don't plan on selling this. I plan on keeping this. I love these four-wheelers. I might actually be getting another one on trade. If you guys like the 300EX content, comment down below and let me know. Tell me if you got one, or should I get a 400EX? Or tell me you hate 300EXs and you tell me they're stupid like Michael Sabo says. So, appreciate y'all watching the video. Here's a montage. Just picked up this 97 300EX here. The dude said it wasn't getting any spark, so I don't know. You can see there's no boot on the spark plug there. I don't know, they took it apart. Bunch of crazy stuff going on here. No pegs. You know, the battery box is off. Exhaust and brakes are off. They put like a sport bike master cylinder on there. But I paid $300 for it, so back tires hold air, and I mean the motor's all there. Bunch of this stuff, the exhaust, OEM taillight. And we got this beautiful stuff here. But figure for $300, I got enough parts. Ooh, and I think I might have the OEM carburetor. Maybe not. It might be Amazon. It looks a little too clean. Anyways, by the time you see this video, it'll be a long time from now. But I got to get some of these other bikes fixed up, and then I can hop on this. But it came with the rear plastics, which are beat up a little bit. You know, exhaust burned through there. There's a crack on the back side. You got the seat pan and the foam. Anyways, I love these little four-wheelers. My first four-wheeler was a 96, my first real four-wheeler. My first four-wheeler was a Pep Boys Pantera 90. It's also missing the front plastic mounts up here. There's supposed to be a mount there. But nonetheless, I mean, all the plastics are there. Someone painted them. But I figured I'd just do a real quick little video of this old rig here, and we'll get it running. Let me know if you think I should just get it running and you know, ride it, or if I should get it running, tear it down, and you know, fully rebuild it